It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Chris Olave. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Bills and the Chargers on Monday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Here's Joshua Carty ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So here come the Bills with excellent field position to get things started. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Do we still count this as the holiday season?
A little bit of a gray area, but I think you can.
Okay, well, we just passed it, right? Well, the gifts keep coming to our guy, don't they?
They do.
I mean, think about this now. Clinch the playoff spot. Offensive player of the week in Week 16. I think he's going to keep going. I think he's going to keep firing away. I don't think they pull back at all.
Yeah, and everybody for them rounding into form right now. The numbers for Gibbs from last week, 15 carries, 87 yards.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Now Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with a rookie. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. In motion, the tight end. Carson again. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Chargers first down.
Watson now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Dobbs goes in motion. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, here's Williams. They'll roll him out right. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Charger football to start quarter number 2. as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now it's Watson. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And they'll make sure he's touched down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To the air, Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinating. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. Pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cooper. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage for that completion.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Off the option, here's Gibbs. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd down and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Read option, this is Gibbs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Caleb Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw caught by Flowers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
flush to his right. Oh, twisting away. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Here's Watson. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Watson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. A final shot before the break. Watson on the move to his left. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the defending champs, the Eagles, who got the win on the road. Christian Kirk, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Drake May, a touchdown pass in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams running through their final adjustments before they head back out of the tunnel. And for the call of the second half, let's go back to SoFi Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Williams. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To the air once more, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Gibbs straight ahead. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Faking the give. Now Watson. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. And spotted at the 14-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Williams. It's caught. Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing is Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Dillon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Watson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. Escapes the defender. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On first down, it's a run with Ali. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick conversion, and defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me. Tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it,
they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit, touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Bills are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. Dances by him. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malcolm Kuntz has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
To throw, Williams. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Watson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter play. 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go draw play. It's Dillon fighting him off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bills, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.